The company's new beauty president. When I see you, my husband's eyes turn red with excitement. I finally found you. I have been looking for you for a long time. And you are sleeping on your stomach in the conference room. After waking up in a daze, there is a face of extreme beauty in front of me. You are numb. Isn't this your long-lost ex-girlfriend? At the beginning, Gu Wanking said that she would break up. No news for 5 years. You searched the whole city. I haven't found him. I have messaged him numerous times. But there is no response. I didn't expect to see that face again when I woke up. The corners of his lips curled up into a smile. Long time no see. You try your best to suppress the fluctuations in your heart. Do we know each other? After saying that, you turned around and left without looking back. Watching you gradually disappear in the late Qing dynasty, my eyes are gradually dimming. Shouldn't my husband be happy? Why does he say he doesn't know me? Is there something I did wrong? Back to the office. The department manager is walking towards you. Jiang Yishan, today is Mr. Gu's first day in office. How could you fall asleep? That's when you reacted. It turns out that Gu Wanking is now the president of your company. This woman is obviously coming for you. I quit if Mr. Chen becomes manager. After completing the formalities from the human resources department, you turned around and left the company. The message. Soon the news reached Gu Wanking's ears from the human resources department. At this time, Gu Wanking held the resignation report in her hand. Xiaolian was aggrieved. I finally found her. Big fool, how could you just leave without saying a word? Damn big idiot. You still want to run away? He curled his lips. The corners of his lips curled up into a wicked smile. I'll let you stay at my house tonight. Pick up your phone. He made a phone call to Jiang Yisheng's family. Remember to clean up the decoration, especially the bed on the way home. You want to go back to your own little nest and sleep all day. The black elevator just arrived at my floor, but I heard the sound of renovation work breaking down the wall. Is it the neighbor who renovated it? But you reacted quickly. My home is 1 floor per household. Where did the neighbor come from to renovate? It was clearly the sound coming from my own home. Shit, you just run home. The house was already a mess. Floor appliances, the cabinets are gone. Several big men were taking turns with hammers. Frame smash your wall. Fuck you. Stop it. Hear your voice. They put down their work. Turning my head to look at you. Calm eyes. The leader even had the leisure to. I picked up the cup and took a sip of water. Looking at the unrecognizable home, your heart is bleeding. The renovation cost of 700,000 yuan was ruined. You scumbag, playing with my feelings. You tell me who he is. How am I a school beauty? Worse than him. You said you would speak quickly. Looking at his broken house, I was so happy. Slap his dirty hands away and start talking nonsense. Su Qingrong from the School of Finance and Management, the genius senior sister in Jiangxing University. Circle height 175 centimeters, fair skin, beautiful face and long legs, thoughtful and talented, better than you in every way. Hey, I don't think you can compare with others. Qin Mengjiu hasn't recovered yet. The big sister sitting next to me who ate all the melons pulled down the mask suddenly with a red face. Tink said that the correction. My height is 176.5. Everyone in Jiangda knows Su Qingru, a fresh and refined scholar, cool temperament, or fairy character. Qin Mengjiu, this scumbag, can't compare to him at all. I haven't seen the real person, but at least I've seen the photos. Help spread rumors so that the real owner can hear it. Ha ha ha, my mind is a mess. I feel so embarrassed that I don't know what to say. Qin Mengjiu snorted coldly at Su Qingru. When did you become his girlfriend? Su Qingru's beautiful eyes were filled with an inexplicable smile. It's over. It's over. The one who was caught by the real owner. This must be slapped in the face. Junuo, that pretty boy, knows they will definitely make fun of me behind my back. At the critical moment, I decided to take a gamble. Baby is so clever. You're here too. I smile kindly. The eyes reveal the balloon. I'm afraid he won't understand. I was facing Qin Mengjiu and Su Qingru's sister. Please don't expose it. I finally managed to stand up in front of Qin Mengjiu. Wu, sister, please tell me something later. I'm willing to go through fire and water. Shu Xinru met my tearful love look, nodded with satisfaction, grabbed my arm, pull me to his side. Gu Cheng is my boyfriend. It's you who ruins other people's relationship by playing around with multiple people. Qin Mengjiu looks constipated. Get off at your stop walking on the street. Qin Mengjiu was so angry, standing in front of me, and Su Qingru gnashing teeth and saying yes good. I bless you too. I rolled my eyes at her. Then he grabbed Su Qingru's little hand. Are you happy? Those outside are all crooked and broken. No one can compare to you. I like you the most. Baby, let's go home and cuddle. Qin Mengjiu was very angry. I wish you guys break up tonight. After saying this, he pouted his lips angrily. Turn around and leave. I quickly called him to wait. Don't go away. Qin Mengjiu, stop. He raised his eyebrows proudly at Su Qingru. How now I know I can bear it. I quickly smiled and shook my head by overthinking. I mean, don't walk too slowly. Run away and get out of our sight, otherwise my baby will be unhappy. Wu Chen, you better not regret it. After shouting this sentence, Qin Mengjiu left with a dark face. My smile faded. Quickly turned to Su Qingru, who had been silent beside him. Just then your phone received another message from Gu Wen. Message from King Husband. Please don't decorate. I demolish every time I renovate. I'm very busy. If it wasn't for the mobile phone cabinet, he would have smashed it long ago. Back home, looking at the rough house in front of you. Your heart is bleeding. 700,000 yuan renovation takes us back to the pre-liberation era. In one day, just as I was about to lay down on the floor, the doorbell rang. After walking to the door and looking through the peephole, the whole person is not well. The person outside the door is Gu Wanking. He stood outside the door with his arms folded, smiling. After seeing that no one has responded to the birth, he showed a look of doubt. Then he curled his lips. And you didn't care. I walked to the bedroom and pretended no one was home. Just a few seconds, there was a loud bang outside the door. You come out of the bedroom. Gu Wanking retracted his foot that had kicked the door open and walked in. You are numb, aren't you? Were you sick in the middle of the night? Wanking's slender legs walking into the house in high heels. As I walked, I curiously looked at the layout of the house. The house is so small, you're so angry, you're pulling your hair. This woman kicked the door in and looked down on her elder sister. You are breaking into a private residence. Gu Wanking turns to look at you full of doubts. No, I'm saving people. You looked at Gu Wanking in confusion. Gu Wanking had a sly smile on her face. I was worried that something might happen to my husband. Then is there a problem with breaking and entering? Is it illegal? Your Mimi awareness opportunity. You pointed at the broken door with your arms shaking. How about this door? Gu Wanking spread her hands. Just make an innocent face and pay it back. Not much money. You were so angry that you couldn't speak. This woman is rich and powerful. There is no way at all. Gu Wanking tilted his head to the outside. Tell your husband to go to my house to sleep. How can a woman take the initiative to say such words as mom? I carefully looked at the woman in front of me. A woman with narrow shoulders and a slim waist. The skin is so white and tender that it seems you can squeeze water out of it. But the more beautiful it is, the more uncomfortable you feel. I have been separated from him for 5 years. This initiative and boldness are not my own. Maybe in these 5 years elsewhere there are also other. The man has experienced the same feeling as himself. Your face is getting uglier and uglier. Gu Wanking looks at you with a colder and colder expression. Jiang Yishan, you hate me so much. You frown and walk past him. Just know that I hate you. Gu Wanking couldn't help but turn around and look at you. Where are you going? However, from afar, only your cold memories come. Don't worry about it. After hearing this, he bit his red lips unconsciously. At this time, your heart suddenly skipped a beat. But when I think of his unilateral breakup 5 years ago, your brows furrowed instantly. Gu Wanking, we've been apart for 5 years. Show some respect to each other. Gu Wanking curled his lips, look of disdain, and then looking at the woman in front of me. You are very quiet. 5 years is long enough. If you hadn't shown up today, I almost forgot about you. Gu Wanking didn't react when he heard this. Is to stand up in front of you. I smile and forget what I rely on. Just rely on your mouth. Suddenly his red lips imprinted on baby. Beautiful women are all babies. Despite repeatedly reminding myself beautiful women are dangerous, but you still indulge in it unconsciously. 5 minutes later, you gradually regain some sanity. That fragrance, your heart is pounding, even though you are very moved by the woman in front of you, but you know clearly there's no going back for him and me. 5 years is too long. Say it nicely. Everyone has different experiences. To put it bluntly, you don't know if you are the one who takes over. Besides, this woman broke up when she said she would. Now we have to reconcile. Is it a foul just because of his pretty face and exquisite figure? You have a cold face. Gu Wanking pursed her red lips. There is a long-lost greed in the eyes. The more I look at you, the angrier I get. Please respect yourself. I'm doing well now. Please don't disturb my life. You turned around and left in a hurry. Unexpectedly, Gu Wanking saw a flaw. I heard his faint laughter from behind me. Next time, remember to push me away earlier. Your face turns red. He glared at the other person fiercely. And Gu Wanking saw you getting angry and embarrassed. Show a smile. Then I watched you walk away unconsciously pouting. My husband is still so cute. I really want to sleep with my husband. I'll follow him secretly later. When he gets home, I knock on the door. Walking on the street, you are so angry that you scratch your head and endure the moment of calmness. Taking a step back, the more I think about it, the angrier I get. Why couldn't I hold back? Wouldn't it be better if you just pushed him away? And you are in trouble. Your phone vibrates in your pocket. Take it up and see that Gu Wanking transferred 10 million to you. The message was wrong. Here is the compensation. You frown. When I was with Gu Wanking, his family conditions are good. But it's not like you just spend 10 million. This woman suddenly became so rich it reminds you of some bad deals. After all, Gu Wanking's appearance and figure, it's not difficult to make money if you lower your bottom line. No. What are you thinking about? This woman dumped me. He became so rich it has nothing to do with me. I feel an indescribable sadness in my heart, even in the eyes. Unconsciously, a trace of mist appeared, but soon he encouraged himself in his heart. If you want to succeed, go crazy first, chasing her husband at all costs. Let your husband take a break first, then wait for my husband to finish decorating the house. Give him another surprise. What kind of broken house? Isn't it good to live in my villa? You hold your wallet. I stayed in the hotel shivering for a month. The decoration company also rushed to work for a month. The house is finally habitable. Open the door and return home. You haven't sat down on the sofa yet. The doorbell rang again. A look through the cat's eye. Your face darkened. Wanking, there were several men in black suits around him. Why is it him again? You tap your feet and run to the bedroom. Pretend no one is home. However, Gu Wanking outside the door has heard the footsteps, but then the door didn't open, and there was no movement. Then I understood. He couldn't help laughing. A man really has a short memory. The corners of his lips curved up. Light tone. The voice was deliberately loud. A husband might have an accident at home. Then he waved his hand to signal the man in black to kick the door open. At the critical moment, you ran to the door and opened it. Cursing. Gu Wanking, do you have any serious illness? A woman in front of me pretended to understand. The husband is fine. After saying that, he walked into the house in high heels. You put your hands on the door frame. Beautiful, begging. What are you doing? A few centimeters away, you saw Gu Wanking blinked. Of course. Go in and sit down. How can this woman still act cute? Cute though, but you still keep a straight face. I invite you to come in. Gu Wanking rolled her eyes playfully like I had some bad idea. The voice of the speaker has a tail tone. I'll come again next time. As he turned around, he knocked on your door. Pretend to be aggrieved. This door seems to be of average quality. I should have known that I would not have been allowed in. Even if I knocked on the door, might as well just kick it in. Good idea. Do this next time. Then he looked at his smiling husband. You are right. He threatened me. This is a threat from Guo. You're shaking with anger. Luckily, I'm at home this time. Next time, I'm not at home. He will definitely be demolished by his own family again. Then he turned around and told the policeman that he had hit the wrong person. Actively admit mistakes, apologize and compensate. People are paying compensation. The key is that there is no digging at home. The most annoying thing is that he is not short of money. Finally, you come in with your eyes blank and depressed. Gu Wanking walking out, I heard a voice behind me. The red lips are raised with a successful arc. Husband, are you inviting me in? You snorted. Turn away from him. Gu Wanking saw your arrogant look. The corners of his lips curl up into a smile. A husband is so cute. It's fun to tease your husband. Then he went into the house with his bodyguards in his pockets. Look at the things first. I turn around by myself after Gu Wanking ordered the bodyguard first into your bedroom. It's a single bed. He curled his lips. My face looks ugly. How can my husband sleep in a single bed? He sleeps alone. Where should I sleep? Oh, my husband is so cruel. No bed reserved for me. Smash it anyway. Why don't you live in a villa with me? After a turn, he ran to the bathroom again. Heh. Let's see if my husband has found a woman. After searching the trash can, he looked again carefully and washed his hands to see if he had long hair. After making sure there was no trace of any woman, he nodded in satisfaction. I took a tissue and wiped my hands. Turned back to the living room. Then he looked lazily at the bodyguard and asked, have you finished reading this? The bodyguard responded repeatedly. I have finished washing. The boss, you suddenly have a bad feeling in your heart. No, sister. What are you doing? What are you still doing after washing it? Don't smash it yet. Listen to me. You immediately shouted to stop her. Sister, this is not your home. You can't just smash it. Gu Wanking glanced at you, expression indifferent. My heart started to move like crazy. My husband wants to draw a line with me. He said his home is not my home. What a hateful fool. He looks good today. Then he glanced at her with disdain. It's definitely not my home. A home renovation can't be so cheap. It's not even possible to have a single bed. You are mad. Pointing at Gu Wanking's pretty face, he warned Gu Wanking, is there something wrong with your brain? If you do this again, I'll call the police. Gu Wanking smiled unhappily. Baby, I don't like the decoration style of our house. I renovated it. What happened? What is our home? You collapsed on the floor beneath your feet. This is my house. And I tell you, Gu Wanking, we've broken up, okay? We've been apart for 5 years. After hearing this, Gu Wanking, the look I gave you didn't turn out to be I'm not worth cherishing in my husband's heart. It turns out that my husband doesn't want to reconcile with me at all. Woohoo. I'm so sad. Ying can't do it. I want to get my husband back. As long as you are brave. 1 month later, I will take maternity leave. After thinking it through, Gu Wanking's eyes became more resolute. What's not complicated? The bodyguards around him swung their sledgehammers. The demolition of the house began in full swing. You just wanted to stop me. Gu Wanking took the lead and stood in front of you. Heh. If my husband tries to stop me, I will stop him. If you want to stop me, stick with him. We're sexy and beautiful. I don't believe he won't fall for me. We're angry, pointing at Gu Wanking's nose. He started to curse. I warn you, if Gu Wanking doesn't get up, don't blame me for being rude. Gu Wanking embraced his arms. Hold your head high and your chest up. Don't be shy about hitting me here. Try harder. You're really strong. How can this woman be a hooligan? Even so, but you've already gotten a little angry. Do you really think I dare not deal with you? Gu Wanking just smiled disdainfully. I walked a few steps forward. Hold your finger, pointing at him, looking at you with contempt. If you have the guts, come and deal with me at night. He has a beautiful eyebrow. He tilted his head towards the bedroom. Go to the bedroom and clean me up, you mother. So many people. Why is Gu Wanking like this? It looks hard. When you mention breaking up, the other person gets angry. You can only move with emotion, then explain it to them. We've been apart for 5 years. 5 years we have to reconcile step by step. Gu Wanking's eyes suddenly tremble. A husband wants to get back together with me. I'm so happy my husband finally gave in. I can finally go home and spend time with my husband. He turned to look at the bodyguard and hit it lightly. This is the load-bearing bridge in my house. Don't smash it. And you finally breathed a sigh of relief and calmed down. Steady him first. I'll turn against him after he leaves. After Gu Wanking gave instructions to his bodyguard, I'm staring at you and you're gone. Husband, you're confused. Where are you going? Gu Wanking looked at the decoration that had been dismantled. Put your arms around me. I watched you go to my house with a smile on my face. Otherwise, where do you sleep? This woman is a thief. I want you to go to his house. But every time he takes the initiative, you will suddenly remember the 5 years when the other person disappeared. Who knows what he did in the meantime? Her face turned cold. If you don't leave, I will be. Even if I were homeless, I would never sleep at your house. After saying that, you pulled your arm out of the other person's arms. Then he turned around and walked away. Gu Wanking stared blankly at your receding back. Damn big idiot, how can he turn his face? You're so heartless. Oh, come home with me. I want to see where you go. Walk out of the house. You were confused for a while. Touched my pocket. I found that I didn't have much money left. Although there is 10 million, given by Gu Wanking, but obviously you don't want to spend a woman's money. Touching the 178 in my pocket to survive. You interviewed several companies. Gu Wanking hiding in a corner, not far from you. Didn't I give my husband a lot of money? Why is he looking for a job? Why does my husband have to leave me? No, he can't find a job smoothly. Just as he was thinking about it, he took out his cell phone from his pocket. I have a rival who came to your house to apply for a job. You know what to do, right? Mr. Zay, if someone named Jiang Yishan comes to your house later, do not hire. After a dozen phone calls, Gu Wanking showed a satisfied smile on his face. And you just came out of the 5th company. I feel dizzy and doubtful about life. After all, I'm the director of Wangsing Group. How come I can't even find a job now? After several failed attempts, you looked at the courier, and Gu Wanking not far away. When I saw you walk into a certain express delivery, my eyes started to get wet. Why does my husband deliver the package? Obviously doesn't even want to spend the money I gave him. How can you bow your head to do this kind of work? A husband is so pitiful. I really want to hug my husband, but when I thought about how I hadn't even said hello to the courier, his expression became visibly panicked. I'll wait until my husband comes home with me before I compensate him. Serve him well then. Thinking of this, he took out his cell phone again. Mr. Wank, you are smiling and preparing to sign the labor contract, but the manager received a call. I took the contract back. Mr. Jiang, we are not short of people here for the time being. Are you strong? Her smiling face can no longer smile until I saw the apology on the manager's face. You missed it. Damn Gu Wanking, it's all his fault. Must be him. When you walked out of a courier in despair, Gu Wanking stood not far away and smiled inwardly. Ha ha ha, the big idiot is out again. See if you won't come home with me and reconcile with your baby. Why not go home and stick it on? I'll be able to stick with the big fool soon. Very happy. However, what Gu Wanking did not expect was the next day you signed up for Xiao Wang takeaway crowdfunding to rent a battery car. I started my own takeaway business. Gu Wanking is so fierce. Woohoo. Why did I forget to call the king? What should I do if the big fool goes to deliver food? The weather is so cold. Will the big fool catch a cold? Thus thinking about Gu Wanking, his brows furrowed. No, we can't let that idiot deliver food. And he seemed to have made a decision. The next day, you have an order that is about to time out. I had to rush to cross the intersection unexpectedly. A Rolls Royce just stepped on the brakes, then you bumped into it. There's no big problem with people. The car broke down. At this time, the passenger door opened. Two long beautiful legs. She walked out of the car in high heels. Gu Wanking, you are fierce. Why is it him again? He did it on purpose, definitely intentional, but I can't say anything yet because it's your responsibility to grab the light. Gu Wanking walks up to you, the corners of his lips curved up. Jiang Yishan, this time it's all your fault. Looking at the big hole at the rear of the Rolls Royce, you are bleeding with pain. How much does this cost? I won't admit it. Even if you kill me, your neck is stiff. You did it on purpose. Gu Wanking burst out laughing after hearing this. So what? That's all your fault. We are old acquaintances. I'll give you a preferential solution. Or you can sleep at my house at night, or you can fix my car. Her face suddenly turned ugly. Gu Wanking is still not dead, yet can't compromise with him. Thinking of the 10 million given by Gu Wanking, you gritted your teeth. Don't want to use the money I gave you to fix your car, do you? Gu Wanking said in a tone of pretended surprise. It's obviously an 18th tier performance, but it's quite annoying you remain silent when your thoughts were guessed. If you are out of the house, you can only ask your parents for help. And Gu Wanking looked at you, lowering your head. I feel like I'm a bit overdoing it. So what? You give me the battery car as compensation. Just fix my car. Heh. After seeing my husband doesn't have a battery car, how to deliver food. Now I can go back and post it. You nodded in silence. Then turn around and walk away. That night you only had 30 yuan and 80 cents left. I had no choice but to sleep under the bridge. I just didn't expect the first time I slept under a bridge. I got a high fever. When you are dizzy from fever, a pair of cold hands placed on your forehead. Gu Wanking suddenly frowned. Quickly pull your hand away from the daze. You feel like you're being lifted up. And Gu Wanking helped you walk a few steps. Suddenly sprained my ankle. Almost fell down. He endured the pain and threw off his high heels. Then try your best. Take you forward step by step. Not long after, you were lying in Gu Wanking's house. The private doctor has already given you and Roman 4. Gu Wanking is sitting beside your bed with weak and boneless hands, gently caressing the corners of your face. The beautiful eyes gradually changed from obsession to rosy. Although he never compromised, but seeing you sick really hurts me. He just doesn't understand this man in front of me who makes me love and hate him. Why are you so stubborn? All are back. Just start over. Why do you always go against yourself? Would rather freeze to death on the street than spend his own money. How can a stupid man be so stupid? Can you just stop loving something? I stared at you for a long time. Gu Wanking's face began to blush, then slowly expand to the tip of the ear. My husband looks so good when he's asleep. If only we could do this every day, then do something you love to do. Lying down thinking about him, my face suddenly turned red. I heard that a high fever of 40 degrees will make your whole body hot. Wouldn't it be comfortable to be together? Bah. He suddenly shook his head, like being ashamed of my thoughts. The moment he ran out the door shyly, you slowly opened your eyes. In fact, you have already woken up. I just don't know how should we face Gu Wanking. 5 years ago, I left without saying a word. 5 years later, breaking into my life without any explanation, he became rich. In 5 years, become more beautiful and feminine. But he doesn't seem to have changed. Still the little girl who loves to cry. Remember one day Gu Wanking watched a cartoon before going to bed, fell asleep in your arms in the middle of the night. He suddenly woke you up crying. I cry my heart out while holding you tight. You were confused and asked him what was wrong. He cried and I dreamed that dinosaurs were chasing me. They still want to bite my ass. You fell asleep in a daze. When I opened my eyes, it was already the next day. There is still a trace of Gu Wanking's warmth around me. Just walked out of the bedroom. You saw Gu Wanking busy in the kitchen. He is no longer as fragile as he was yesterday. Instead, they lukewarmly invite you to eat. After placing the 2 dishes on the table, Gu Wanking twisted her waist and ran back to the kitchen. I seem to be in a very happy mood. This time, I'll give my husband some hot stuff, see if he's still stubborn. And he sprinkled the contents of the paper bag on the food. Sitting at the dining table, Gu Wanking keeps adding more dishes to your plate. Eat this. It's nutritious. You just had a fever, and it's not over yet. More food for you to eat. I want to away after I'm full. I just felt something was wrong while eating. The body is getting hotter. My heart is still beating fast, especially when looking at Gu Wanking, always looking at places where you shouldn't be looking. Gu Wanking picked up the chopsticks again to pick up food for you. Eat this, and it's so strong you chew your food. Confused. Jinda, Gu Wanking said nonchalantly, just when I put the medicine in, I accidentally put too much in this dish. I said, why? I have so much to say, but I haven't finished. You reacted. Your mother, what did you say? You picked up the table and were about to leave. Before I could stand up completely, I felt dizzy. My body softened. Gu Wanking saw this. I hurried forward and asked with concern, are you okay? Looking at his half-smiley expression, you're fooling yourself. Gu Wanking, the effect on Gu Wanking's face is even better than her husband's. Can you still go? And now you just feel breathless. It feels like it's hard to even say a word. So are you going to leave or not? Didn't we agree that you would leave after dinner? I'll saying Guwanking held your hand with his other hand. The warmth between fingers hazy room, you found that Guwanking seemed more beautiful and sexy.